So you heard people say Cleveland is affordable, but is that still true in 2025? Well, with interest rates, inflation, and prices going up everywhere today, I'm breaking down the real cost of living in Cleveland. We're not just talking houses and taxes. We're talking groceries, healthcare, and how Cleveland stacks up compared to other major cities. If you're planning a move or you're just trying to figure out if Northeast Ohio fits your budget, you're in the right spot. If you don't already know me, what's up? I'm Haley Connor, your CLE, homegirl Haley, a local realtor with eXp Realty, serving all in Northeast Ohio. I help buyers, sellers, and relocation clients find the right home for their lifestyle and their budget. If you're thinking about moving to the land or you just want to get a handle on how far your money goes here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got weekly videos breaking down neighborhoods, lifestyle, schools, and market trends so you can make confident real estate decisions. First, we're going to start off with housing since, well, that's the biggest piece of the budget. In Cleveland proper, the average home price in 2025 is around $165K, and you can still find move-in ready homes under $200K depending on what neighborhood you're looking in. In outer ring suburbs such as Parma, Maple Heights, or Euclid, homes are even more affordable, often starting around $120,000 to $150,000. Now, for more popular high-demand suburbs such as Lakewood, you're going to be paying between $250,000 and $350,000. Rocky River Bay Village area, you're going to be paying around $350,000 to $500K. Now, Solon, Westlake, Hudson area, you're going to be paying $400K to $700K depending on the size you're looking at and updates. In new builds, such as in Avon or Medina, it's going to be $450K and up. Now, what you need to keep in mind is the average days on market has gone back up slightly, but inventory is still tight in desirable areas. In most zip codes, homes under $350K move very quickly and receive multiple offers. Now, renting, studio or one bed in Cleveland is around $1,100 a month. 2 to 3 beds in suburbs, such as those ones we were talking about, Lakewood, Rocky River, Solon, those are going to be between $1,800 and $2,300. Now, if you're looking at a downtown luxury rental, you're going to be paying $2K plus. Now, compared to cities like Denver, Austin, or Boston, that's still a steal. But let's talk taxes, especially property taxes. Cuyahoga County, where Cleveland is located, has an average effective property tax rate of about 2.4%. That's one of the higher rates in the country, so a $250K home could have a yearly bill of $6K or more, depending on the location and the school district. Some suburbs, such as Solon, Shaker Heights, and Cleveland Heights, have higher mill rates due to school levies and city services, while places like North Ridgeville, Medina, and Brunswick are more tax-friendly areas, so keep that in mind. Don't just look at the list price. Always factor in annual taxes and ask your lender to estimate the monthly payment, including your escrows. And the insurance. Homeowners insurance averages about $1,000 to $1,300 a year, depending on the size, the age of the home, and the location, of course. Flood insurance usually isn't required here unless you live near a river or a floodplain. Now let's talk utilities, transportation, and internet because those add up quickly. The average monthly utility bill for a 3-bed home in Northeast Ohio, your gas and electric is going to be between $180 to $250, and that gets higher in the wintertime. Your water, your sewer, and your trash is expected to be between about $100 and $120. Now your internet, expect that to be between about $50 to $100 a month, obviously depending on how many devices you plan on using, how many people is in your home, and what speed you want. Now transportation, public transportation via RTA is affordable. A monthly bus rail pass is about $95. Now gas prices in 2025, it's hovering around $3.30 to $3.50 a gallon, which is lower than the national average. Car insurance, well, that varies based on the zip code, but Cleveland tends to be higher due to our accident rates. Expect about 100 to 150 a month for full coverage. Obviously, that's going to vary depending on your driving history. And commuting's a big factor here. Many people live in the suburbs and work downtown or in a whole different suburb. So if you're calculating budget, include a fuel allowance of parking fees downtown because those can be $100 a month or more if you're working down there. Now, groceries, basic living expenses. Well, Cleveland is one of the cheaper metros in the U.S. Here's a quick snapshot of prices in 2025. A dozen of eggs is going to run you about $3. A gallon of milk is going to run you about $3.25. Chicken breast per pound is about $3.75. A loaf of bread is about $2.40. Obviously, that's going to change on brand and stuff. And a meal at a local diner, depending on what kind of diner you go to, is going to be about $15, $20. Now, dinner for two at a mid-range restaurant is going to be between $60 to $100. And a gym membership is going to be about $40 to $75 a month. Now, grocery stores such as Giant Eagle, Heinen's, and Aldi's are everywhere. Plus specialty shops like Whole Food, Nature's Oasis, and the West Side Market. Also, entertainment here is super affordable. You can get concert tickets as low as $30. They tend to be between $30 and $100. You can go to the Cleveland Museum of Art for free. Trust me, you do want to visit there at least once. The Cleveland Metro Park Zoo tickets are about $15 to $20. And a Guardians game tickets are around $15, $20 also, all season long. So whether you're raising a family, coming here with friends or a spouse, or you're just trying to live well without overspending, well, everyday life here feels manageable. One major perk of living in Cleveland is the access to healthcare. We're home to two world-renowned home healthcare systems. Cleveland Clinic and University Hospitals. Whether you work in healthcare or you just want excellent care, this is a huge draw to our area. Many employers here offer great benefit packages and private insurance costs are relatively average in the U.S. Now let's talk state and local taxes. Ohio has a graduated state income tax ranging from 0.5% to 3.75%, depending on your income. Cleveland and some suburbs, like Lakewood and Parma, charge the local income tax around 2 to 2.5%. So while we don't have insane state tax like Cali, it's something to be aware of if you're self-employed or you're remote. Your tax situation may look a little different, and it's worth speaking to a CPA familiar with Ohio law. If you need one, hit me up. I got some recommendations for you. So how does Cleveland compare to the rest of the country? Well, according to current cost of living indexes, Cleveland is 23% lower than the U.S. average overall. And housing is 60 to 70% more affordable than most coastal markets. Now, transportation costs are 15% below national average, and healthcare is slightly better than average in both quality and cost. So let's stack it up. We're going to compare Cleveland versus Chicago. Home prices are nearly half here. Property taxes are lower, and traffic is way better, way less. It has the same Midwest vibe, but less hustle. Now let's compare Cleveland and Columbus, since Columbus is closer. Columbus has more tech and startup jobs, and Cleveland wins on healthcare access, culture, and price per square foot. Now, Cleveland versus NYC or Los Angeles or Seattle, there's no contest. You literally pay 2 to 3 times as much in rent or mortgage payments in those cities. And in Cleveland, you can own a home, have a yard, and still go to the theater or a ball game without taking out a loan. So is Cleveland still affordable in 2025? Well, I'd like to say yes, especially for remote workers, first-time buyers, retirees casting out of those high-cost areas, people looking for value, or relocators wanting balance and breathing room. But affordability is only part of the story. The real value comes from the lifestyle that this city offers. We have big city amenities, Lake Erie views, top-ranked hospitals, amazing food, all with a lower price tag. How could you beat that? And I put together a free Cleveland relocation guide just for you, with average home prices by suburb, cost comparisons, and a checklist to help you plan your move. You can grab it at the link in the description. And if you're thinking about relocating or buying in Northeast Ohio, I'd love to help you out. My info is going to be down below in the description. You can book a call, send me a text, send me a DM, and make sure you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If there's any specific videos you want to see, comment them down below.